everyone! So today I'm going to be showing you how to get this eye look and this face. I am using a couple of new products that are new to me. I have not used them. I'm kind of going to give you the rundown of what I think of them and just kind of play around with new makeup. So if you'd like to see how to get this sultry, fall-esque kind of glam look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Isn't this just so pretty? Create beautiful things. Would you look at that? Maybe I'll be able to create something beautiful here today. So today what I want to do is go ahead and create something super fall appropriate. I don't even know what to do with my hair right now, so I'm just going to leave it like this for the time being. So today I want to try out these little babies right here. They're the Stila liquid eyeshadows, and they're obviously the glitter and glow ones. I'm going to prime my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot. I got a brand new one. I'm just gonna go and use my finger to apply this. Now that my eyes are prepped, I'm gonna go and set them with my Mercier translucent powder. So I'm gonna go in with my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, and I'm gonna start with a mixture of these two colors right in here. And I'm gonna be taking my XOXO Beauty blender brush, and I'm just gonna dip into both of those, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna start working this into my crease. And I want this to be very nice and very smoky and very blended out. This is going to take a very slow build up and a lot of blending it out. Actually, I'm going to be taking that same brush, and next I'm going to go and dip into this color right here, and I'm just going to throw this down in the crease a little bit slightly below where the other colors went. And as the other one, I'm going to very slowly build this color up. So I need to take something a little bit more precise. So I'm going to be going into my MAC 275, and I'm going to be dipping into this color right here, building this up in my outer corner and in my crease. And this is a lot denser than the fluffy brush, so this is going to pick up a lot more color and deposit a lot more color, which is what I want because everything is very like blown and smoked out, and I need a little bit more definition right in this area. Once that is down, I'm also going to go in with this color right here, and I'm also going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to dip it in this outer corner and drag it into the crease and really build this up because I really want this to be nice and brown and smoky and just fall-esque looking, you know? And I feel like browns for me really scream fall. Really, I'm not really worrying about how messy I am because I am going to cut my crease, so I just want to make sure that everything is to the shade and the depth that I want it to and smoked out how I want it to, and then I can just cut the crease and it'll clean everything up really nicely. I'm going to pick up my blender brush and kind of blend the edges out here. I think I'm going to take an even more dense brush. This is my Sigma E34, and once again I'm going to go dip back into this color. It's dark enough, but it's not extremely dark where it's going to transfer on the eye as like a really deep charcoaly brown or a very almost black brown, but you can build this up to a pretty high intensity, which I like, so I'm just going to keep packing this on until I get the right brown that I want, and then I can blend this out with other brushes. This is kind of just a packing brush for me. I mean, obviously you can do slight blending with this, but it's not really going to blend out seamlessly. So obviously take this with no extra product, and I'm just going to blend this out. I'm just kind of going to keep going back into the brushes, and then I'm going to dip back into this lighter brown that I use with this brush and kind of just try and buff everything out and really make sure that there are no harsh edges because no one likes that. It just makes things look super bulky and less put together. Every time I pick up the big blender brush, I am not putting any extra product on. I just really want to be able to blow out the colors that are already there. If I add more color, then it's going to just be a hot mess. So I actually want to try and apply this without cutting my crease now that I think of it. And I don't really know what the best way to apply this is. So I think I'm going to go and use this brush to just go straight on my eye. But then I'm also going to hold on to kind of a flat definer brush and morph it into where I want it to go, I think. So I'm just going to go. And this is in the color Smoky Storm. And it does have an applicator like this. It's just like a flat applicator. So I'm just going to go and kind of place this where I would, and then we'll see like whether I need to blend it out or, you know, I've never used this product before. So I think I'm just going to take the flat definer brush and just brush the product off of here and kind of cut the crease by packing it where I wanted to. This just has a flatter edge, so it's easier to be precise with where this pigment is going. And obviously what's really cool about this is the fact that you don't need any glitter glue, so it just packs onto your eye and you don't have to worry about any extra steps or products to make sure that this adheres to your eye. And I can honestly appreciate that. Especially if you're an on-the-go person, if you're traveling, you know, you're trying to kind of cut down what products you're going to be bringing, so that's perfect for this. So the packing brush is definitely a must, and I want to wait till this dries and then blend out this outer corner, and I'm going to be doing that with the Domed Utility brush and this color right here. So I'm just going to go and prep this, kind of dust off the color, and I'm just going to very gently kind of pack right in here and try not to really disturb the glitter or drag it around, but also make sure that that edge isn't just like bare. So I'm also going to take that deeper brown right in here and do the same thing. That honestly dried fairly quickly, so that's really nice. And the brown is not sticking to where I need it to stick to. And I feel like some of the glitter is just a little too high or a little too over the side, so I'm gonna go and just take a spoolie and see if I can kind of knock off some of the sparkles, which is working beautifully actually. Let's see what other brush I can use to try and do this packing thing. So I'm gonna go and use this flat brush right here and try to pack that brown on so that it's nice and consistent. And I'm just going to try and make this as even as possible. And I think I'm also just going to dip into the dark brown right next to this to try and solidify like one main color on this outer edge. Because it's kind of picking up different colors on different parts of the eye for some wild reason. And now I'm just... That was loud. Now I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush. I'm going to dip into this orangey color and kind of blend out this edge right here and drag this orange color all through that crease. Because I added so much other browns, I feel like I need to kind of have another color to really diffuse this. And this has a little bit of glitter fallout that could have something to do with the fact that I did pick off some glitter with that spoolie. So I don't really mind. This is kind of why I did the eyes first. I usually do the eyes first and then I go in with the face routine, so that doesn't matter. This will just brush off my face and it won't even matter. So I think this is about as blended out as that is going to be, so I'm going to do the other eye and I will be right back. This is what my eyes look like at this moment in time. So now what I want to do is I want to jump to the face, kind of try out some new products with the face, and then, you know, we'll go from there. I need to put stuff on my face, so I'm going to use my No. 9 Rafael Ruberto serum. There's makeup on my hand, I don't know why. And now that that's down, I need some sunscreen on my face. And I'm using the Supergoop Play Everyday Sunscreen SPA 50. SPF, not SPA. Clearly haven't had enough coffee. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Estee Lauder. This is in the color 3W1, which is a little bit closer to what I am now, because I got a little bit tan. And this matches me for right now, so I'm just going to use that. It's a little bit yellow and a little too dark, but when it's sheared out on my skin, this is like the perfect shade that blends right into my neck. So I've been using this for a little bit. Like, see, it just blends in right into my neck. For my concealer, I'm going to use my Instant Age Rewind. Just going to put this on all places where I need to brighten. So before I go and set my face, I want to mess around with this beauty right here. It's super dirty, but you know, my fingers are full of foundation and concealer right now. So I want to mess around with this. This was actually on sale at Ulta for 40% off. So I bought it for like $24, which is really the only reason as to why I would pick up another contouring palette. Wow, this is really hard to get out of here. But yeah, this is the reason why I even picked up the palette. I don't need more contouring things, and you know, I don't really use many Tarte products, but I wanted to, because it was on sale, it kind of spoke to me. It is very beautiful, and it is called the Tarteist Pro Glow Palette. And when you open it up, it looks like this. So you have 4 highlights, you have a cream contour, and then a dry contouring shade. So what I want to do is I want to apply the wet contour before I set my face, and holy shit, this is so creamy. which is nice because the only cream contour product I have is Anastasia, and honestly it's super dry, so it's hard to blend out. So hopefully this will be a lot easier. God, the difference is unfucking real. So to blend this out, I'm gonna use my Clarisonic blender brush, which there's a tutorial on my channel on this, so I will be linking it up above and down below perhaps. So I'm just gonna go turn it on and blend this out. And I really wanna do like a light contour with this today, so I'm not gonna reapply this. However, this blends out. And this is obviously a lot darker, as you can see, but it blends into something pretty damn natural, which I am enjoying. Because when you look at it, you're like, wow, this is going to be way too dark. But obviously this is meant for lighter skin tones, and it's working very beautifully, blending out really easily, which, you know, this brush really does help. But this, I didn't think that I would like this so much. I think I almost like this more than the Anastasia, which... the problem with that is I always have such a hard time blending it out, and that was literally the perfect amount of time to blend this out. I really enjoy that. That's cool. I like that. I was not expecting to really like that so much, because I watched some reviews and no one was saying anything like amazing about the palette. Like, it was nice, but they weren't blown away. But I gotta say, I'm very pleasantly surprised with this. Now I need to set my face, and I'm just gonna go and use a big fluffy brush and my Laura Mercier powder. And I'm just going to set my whole face. And then I'm also going to use the same brush to use that other contour shade, the dry one. I'm going to go in and use the color Sculpt with the brush that I used. So I'm going to just dip into this. These smell really nice. Well, Tarte is known for using clays in their products, which is really good for your skin. It doesn't clog up your pores, and I really haven't got into using Tarte products, but I really want to try it out because of the, you know, benefits to your skin. So far so good. This is blending out really nicely, and I'm not having like a hard time, like it's not patchy, and I'm not having a hard time, which is really nice. All right. I do need to take a yellow, no, just kidding. I need to take this and the sponge that I used, dip into it, and kind of clean up my edge, just because I want it to be super clean. If I wasn't in an OCD mood, I would leave it like that, but kind of just want to clean it up a little bit. I'm just gonna let this bake for a second. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna go and do my eyebrows really quickly. I'm gonna use the NYX brow pencil, and I'm gonna go back in with two colors. So I'm gonna be using Espresso and the color Chocolate, and I'm gonna jump right back to this, and I'm going to use a highlight. I think I'm gonna go and use the color Stunner. It's kind of the most cool toned, and it kind of matches what my eyes look like. I'm gonna go and apply this, and very faintly, because I'm not a huge, you know, look at me glow from Mars kind of girl, and this does seem like it's subtle enough for that. And I'm also going to put this in the inner corner of my eyes just to kind of pull everything together. I really like doing that. It allows you to have like a matchy aspect to your makeup, kind of pulls everything together. And since I'm not like a huge highlight girl anyways, this is a very good use of the product. So I really do like that. The formula is like very nice and very creamy. This is more, Fire is more powdery, Strobe is more powdery, and so is Lit. But Stunner is kind of like a cream formula, which I enjoy. That creates more a subtle look on the face. Than when you usually use anything that is powder, it's going to create more of a boom in your face highlight, and cream products tend to be a little bit more subtle, so they're kind of the ones that just ever so slightly catch the light, and those are the ones that I prefer the most. I don't like to be super glowy. I like to just look more natural and provide the little dewiness from it. So now I need to finish my underneath of the eyes, so I'm taking my Anastasia A1, which I'm pretty sure is meant for eyebrows, but I use this for underneath my eye, and I'm going to go into the Jaclyn palette and smoke out the underneath of my eyes. So I'm going to go into this color right here, which I will list all those colors down below. And I'm going to put this right next to my waterline, half of the way in, and I'm going to meet it right in this outer corner. And then I'm going to take some kind of pencil brush, which I can't necessarily find one. So I'm going to be taking this brush right here, which is my Sephora Angled Shadow Brush. And very lightly, I'll be dipping into this color right here, and I'm going to be smoking out my lower lash line. And you want to be careful with a brush like this. If you're using a thicker brush for underneath the eye, you really want to make sure that you're using very small amounts of product, because if you don't, especially with browns and darker colors, you're going to end up looking like a raccoon, and that is beyond not cute. And now I need to apply a little bit of mascara. I'm going to be using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I'm retarded. And I'm going to be applying this to my bottom and my top. And for my lips, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Pure Hollywood Liquid Lipstick. And I'm just going to pop this on. And now that that is on, I want to pop on some setting spray. For setting spray, I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Professional Paris Mist and Fix. I don't know why I had to read the whole thing out. Yes, queen. So there you have it. There is the completed look right here. I'm actually really, sorry, I'm like looking at the monitor. I'm actually really in love with this. I am a huge fan of these. There's another one missing. Just a little recap here on the two products that are new to me that I used. I really honestly love both of them. This, I think if you want to learn how to cream contour, this is going to be your best bet, because the cream contour in here, it is so creamy and so easy to blend, and it looks very nice and natural on the skin, which is perfect. I also think that the wide selection of highlights in here, and then also the sculpting dry powder in here is amazing. Especially with the fact that it was on sale for 40% off. I'm not sure if Ulta still has that. I don't know, but I would honestly pay full price knowing how good it is. I just never batted my eye at it just because I have so many products. But now I'm going to be using this baby up, and I think I will never have to buy another highlight again, because it's just, there's so many different variations. You have your peachy, you have your really light and neutral color, then you have your really dark for, you know, your really super sultry days, and then you also have this very neutral, very gray toned one that I'm using that is kind of almost creamy. This is amazing. It has pretty awesome mirrors here if you want to go ahead and use those. I am obsessed with these glitters. I think anything where you don't have to worry about applying glue and then applying a glitter is the best of both worlds, because I love glitter, but I hate having to carry around more products, say when I'm traveling, or having to find more products when I'm doing my makeup. So something like this is perfect, and I love it. I love the color combinations. They have so many. Okay, one is down. That just went under something. I will not be able to find that right now. But they have a lot of colors in these, and they are really beautiful. Like, look at that. I'm obsessed with my eyes right now. And they apply very beautifully. They do apply better with a flat, like, lid brush. You obviously just can get more precision, but I really like the sleek packaging. I did buy the three. They did come in a little package, so there were, I think, 3 for the price of 1, but they're minis. But I don't foresee myself using this up very quickly. There's a lot of product in here, and I don't always wear a big, you know, flashy, glittery eye like this. So those will last me forever, and I think that is a great deal, having smaller containers and being able to sell that and have people try out the different colors instead of having to pay full price for the big tubes that people might not be able to use up anyways. So I really do like that. The only con with that is it did kind of fall down on my face. That probably has a lot to do with the fact that I did scrape some of the product where it was not in place, so it does come off if you mess up, but it will probably fall on your face. It's kind of easy to get it off the face, but with glitter, like, there's always going to be a trace of glitter left behind. Like, that's just what happens when you go and use glitter. Like, that is something that you're going to have to worry about. But overall, I am loving my makeup right now. Every product will be listed down below. I really am so appreciative of you watching this. And if you have any other questions or suggestions, do leave it down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.